Alright everyone, we are back working on the van. We got our new alternator. We're ready to put her in. She is big, she is heavy. She is the beast that drives the work van. Alright. So this goes in there this direction, but we got to hook up our power wire, which was the last one we unhooked yesterday. We have a stud for our ground, and we have a plug. I suppose I should put that nut on there. Don't fall. So I put a washer on here. You can see underneath this, I put a washer so that it has a better biting surface there, other than just the back of that nut, and I have lots of stud length. So I went ahead and machined a washer just to fit nice and snug on there, so that when this tightens up, it has the maximum amount of contact surface, you know, on that connection there. So once this is tight, instead of it just pushing against this nut, now it has a good solid connection right there, a good surface area for connection. So did that and verified the dimensions, the shape. Still got the nut for this ground wire. Evidently that's supposed to be there. That must be a 7.3 diesel thing. I don't know. What I do know is I hope this fixes the van. So we are going to get this worked down in there, and then I'll plug in the connector, and then I'll probably tighten this. Then I'll tighten this, then I'll set it in there. But we do need one of our bolts. All three of the bolts are the same length, so this one needs to kind of, because you can't get it out once it's down in there. So this one's supposed to kind of, just gonna ride down in there with it until we get it set. So, like that. Okay, put that. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's our plug. It's still okay, there we go. Yep, I just blew a fuse. Evidently, that main power switch does not shut that off. So, I'll be buying a new fuse, and I'll be jumping that fuse together for now to get me back on the road, and then I'll buy another fuse. Those terminals need cleaned down there anyway. Okay, well that's fun. So now that we know there's no power there because the fuse is blown, we're going to, I guess that goes to show I should have tested it. Made sure there was no power there, but did not. So it is what it is. Lesson learned. So, let's see where my plug is at. Can't even see it. plug that in from the back. What was that? Oh, that's my nut. Okay. All right. This is not going in real good here. I'm not sure why. Okay, well, got it set in there kinda. This needs to go. I gotta tighten that back. Let's see if I can get a wrench back in there to tighten that. I'm gonna have to pull that whole cord out, tighten it, and then put it back. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. We're gonna take this out. Maybe. I'm gonna take this out. Take this out. To take out. Ouch. Okay, now. There's it. So I think it has to be turned towards me and then tightened. But if I tighten it, let's see, is it 17? No. Let's see, is it a 16? Yes, it is a 16. Okay, and get that tightened like that. We're gonna move this up this way. And then we're gonna try to get it tight somehow. Which is seeming to be a little more difficult than I originally anticipated. Ow. Okay. All right, that's gonna have to work. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. So hopefully that'll all fit. Okay. Really making it harder. Can't get it up out of there at all. There we go. All right. Okay, that's tight. So we have our back bolt tight. Now we have that bolt tight. Now we need our bolt that won't drop in whenever it's in there, which is this guy. The front one should go in. I guess it wouldn't hurt to set it in there, but it should go in, even though we have to. It's going to cause us more problems than it's worth until that gets spun around back there. Okay. So I guess the lesson of the video is make sure you check the wires. Because just because it has main power kill switch doesn't mean it kills all the power. I guess I should have unhooked the batteries is like the first thing you do before you work on a car at all, anytime, anywhere, is unhook the battery, which I failed to do because I thought I had a power disconnect, which I do have a power disconnect, but it only disconnects some of the power, not all of the power. So, pop goes the fusee, and we'll have to get a new one. Okay, now where's the plug? Okay, I have the plug. Well, I have the wire. Okay, got the plug. plug-in is at, though. Okay. This is like torture. Trying to force that one come out. I guess I'm gonna have to just put it in there where it's gonna set, and then try to find the plug, because it's not gonna go in any further, and I can't reach the plug. The plug won't stretch to plug in. It's not wanting to go in. I can't move this. Oh. Sometimes you have to lose some flesh. I did get it plugged in. Thank the heavens. Okay, now that needs to go back up there. This needs to get positioned correctly, which is seeming to be a bit of a problem. Okay, that's close. That's close. I did get it in there. Let's get a bolt, start one bolt anyway. This one should be able to start. Now they're still pretty never sees from before, so I shouldn't have to never sees them again, because they're going back into the same place. Okay, this is 13. Let's get that started. And we'll get that other one started. Now that I finally got it plugged in. Ugh. Okay, so no, I'm not going to tighten this up. I'm just going to get it started. Okay, so that one is in. Let's see if we can get this one pulled up. Okay, let's see if we can get this one pulled up, because now it's out of its where it's supposed to live. Let's see if we can get it lifted up. Okay. Okay. Close to where I gotta go now. Of course, this sensor's in the way again. The dipstick tube's in the way. You know, everything's in the way. Okay, now that can go straight down. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get a ratchet on it, which is pretty unlikely, considering of everything in the way. So that's not gonna work. So, now I need a wrench. Alright, let's see. This is like really in my way here. This is for the boost pressure tube. This is my boost gauge. That's a sensor, map sensor, boost sensor, whatever it is. It's tight. tight. And now back to the ratchet wrench. This back right. This is why I over-tightened it last time, because it's such a pain to get to. I didn't want it coming loose. And when I wanted it to come loose, I couldn't get it loose. Okay. All right. It's in. I think it's plugged in. It felt like it was plugged in. So now we can put our... So we still have pressure on our... I gotta see if there's a picture on here of how that belt went. Should pretty much still be where it was, considering it's a brand new tensioner. Okay, I think it's on there. Holy. Oh. Everything looks to be on there pretty okay. Man, oh man, there's a lot of pressure on there. Okay. And that was a big breaker bar too. Whew. There was a lot of pressure on that. Okay. That fuse is right there. That's the fuse I blew. So, okay, we're back. So, got the alternator in, got it tightened up, got the belt on, as you've seen. Got the old fuse, this bad boy that I blew, as seen in video. Got it removed. It is a bus fuse, and it does have a part number on it there. It's a 250 amp fuse. Good thing it was there, or it would have melted through that dipstick tube indefinitely. But I was able to put a bolt on the two wires, just get them connected for now. I'm going to put them on top of this rubber piece so they're not touching anything. And next time I'm out and about, I'll get a fuse and install it. But for now, it is working. We're going to go over here. We're going to start it. So you can see my gauge right there. Now my batteries are a little low. You can tell we're pulling 15 amps and we're at 11.31 volts. You start it and you're like, oh, it's not charging. But then you look at the amps, 120 amps. It's working real hard. Now, as them amps go down, the voltage does go up. It still must be running the glow plugs or something. But pulling 125 amps, that's a lot of juice. There we go. So now we're at 14 volts right there. 14.43 volts, 14.5. And our amperage is dropping. So now we're charging. And that is how we were able to tell, or how I was able to tell that it wasn't charging at all. So now our amperage is dropping, everything's running, and we're all good. So all right, the alternator is in, we're running. Now we're gonna shut off my power switch, which kills this, but does not kill the power to the batteries. We have learned that, hence blown fuse. So I'm gonna put this back together. Basically just put the, air cleaner back on. There's 4 bolts in it, 2 here, 2 up there. Tighten the hose clamp. Don't forget about the air temperature sensor in the intake. That tells it if it needs choked or whatever, and we should be back in business, at least for now, until we get one of these. Okay, see you next time.